on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video in the beautiful Dominican Republic. If you happen to be new around here, Trevor, Anna, we're the Delightful Travelers. Click on that subscribe button down below and hit the thumbs up because we have a lot of videos coming, including the one you're about to see.
Yeah, but in last week's video, we were actually showing you an all-inclusive. We stayed a week in one, showed you around, told you what we liked, what we didn't like. This week we're doing something totally different. We rented an apartment, we're going to show you around and also show you the things you can do that are not on an all-inclusive resort. So I think for a lot of you guys that are watching, it seems natural to rent an apartment in a place that you're going to and eat at local restaurants, but for a lot of you, especially in places like the Dominican, you just come down to an all-inclusive and you don't even think of going off the resort, or the idea of it is really, really scary. So today's video is all about like how there is another side. You can stay in an apartment, you can eat at local restaurants, you can still visit the beach, go to the pool, that kind of thing, and be totally safe doing it. By the way, I know Trevor just mentioned that you should subscribe, but I'm gonna give you a little minute here. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible, so your help is desperately needed. Give you a moment, just click down there.
I mean, we can wait all day, really.
We can.
So let's talk about where we are right now. We're only about a 10-minute drive away from the resort we were at in the previous video, and we're only about a 10-minute walk to the same beach. We're still in Bavaro, Punta Cana, where that beautiful beach was, and now we're at a condo. We're going to show you here today. See Anna admiring it. You can see the pool down there. We're going to be sure to take you down because it's amazing. It's very much like a resort, huh?
It is. It totally feels like being on a resort, more or less. Other than you don't have service, you know, you have to buy your own beer and bring it down to the pool yourself. It's
so hard.
So much stress, so much stress. But there is a beautiful, beautiful pool here.
So before we give you the full tour of the place, I just want to say, those of you that follow us on Instagram have already seen the inside. We do little sneak peeks on our Instagram stories, so make sure to follow us. Also, one other quick thing to touch on. A lot of you ask about our Patreon account and how to join the channel. For those of you that want to support us, we're only bringing this up because you ask us. So we do have a Patreon. It's linked in the description, and just by the subscribe button down here, there's a join button if you want to do that. But come on inside. We're going to show you the place. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, there is a sofa. I think this pulls out into a bed, so you can sleep another person. But you can see, look how big this space is. So you can see the kitchen right behind me. Nice little rocker here. We go this way, and you're gonna see a dining room table. Now, I love that there's multiple stations in here. As you can see, I made this a desk. Do I do that in every video? I think everywhere we stay, I make it my office.
Trevor, I think you forgot to point out this cool wall clock. It's like art and a clock at the same time. Both of us were wondering how hard that would have been to like install and get all the numbers at the exact right spot. But it does work.
They did
really
a good job.
Interesting, yeah. But over here is the bathroom. It's a really big bathroom. I feel like normally when we film our bathrooms, we can't both fit in at the same time, but this is a great big bathroom. We have some storage on one side, big sink here, toilet obviously there, but the shower is really, really cool. One of the most interesting showers I've seen in a long time. Look at this window. So let's get into the kitchen a little bit more. There is a full-size fridge. There are burner cooktop, I guess you would call that. There is no oven, but there is like a toaster oven back there, which is more than enough. We've honestly been eating out most of the time, but if we were staying here really, really long time, we'd definitely be cooking in here. Coffee maker, and there's a microwave as well. And it's also a really, really well-stocked kitchen, lots of dishes and all the cookware that you possibly need.
Let's take you guys in and show you the bedroom. It's a very comfy bedroom. There's lots of windows, and there's a very, very big king-size bed. It's a comfy one, isn't it?
It is comfy.
We're big fans. We like king-size beds. And you don't get them all the time when you're staying at apartments or Airbnbs. So the TV's actually here in the bedroom. I like that. I prefer it rather than the living room.
I do too, especially when you have a bed like this. It's super comfortable and cozy to curl up and watch some Netflix. It is a smart TV, but we also bring usually like a Fire Stick, an Amazon Fire Stick with us, so we can watch Netflix while we travel. Speaking of, we need some new shows, guys. Do you guys have any good recommendations for anything new that came out on Netflix, or maybe something we might not know about?
For those of you that are wondering about air conditioning, yes, it does exist. You can kind of see the air conditioner behind us. There's one in this room, and there's one in the other room. Now, however, you have to pay for your own electricity here, and the only way that usually happens if you use these things. We just use the air conditioners at night. We like it cool when we sleep, and by doing that, I think it's very affordable. I think it's like a few dollars a day, but if you had both air conditioners on all the time, I'm sure you get up to $10 or $15 a day, so just keep that in mind. But this place, because we have 2 patio doors in the living room, we have a tremendous cross breeze. And oh, if you're wondering, that's another patio.
So this is our other patio. It's either as big or even maybe bigger than the other patio. It's crazy how much patio space and outdoor space there is in this unit. You're gonna see a big jacuzzi tub. It actually either doesn't work, or I wonder if it's just too expensive to run. Electricity is really, really expensive here. So it's one or the other, but you can't use it. But anyway, it's still loads of space. You got a table out here. It's also a barbecue.
Yeah, so for those of you that want to grill, you can do that right here. What a space, huh?
It's amazing.
Well, welcome officially to the pool. We've been spending a lot of time here because this place is so beautiful.
It's a beautiful pool. It's also a really unique pool.
It is.
There aren't that many loungers. We were a little concerned that before we booked it that there weren't enough, but so far it has not been a problem. Most people just kind of come down for a little while, swim around, and then leave. Whereas we like to, you know, hang out and lounge and then swim and
so
lounge.
Not just that, besides the beautiful pool, there is an area to barbecue. So that's very important, even though we have our own. It's like a communal barbecue. Plus there's also a gym where we have been trying to work off some of that COVID weight.
Trying to.
And we're struggling, but you know.
I know I already mentioned how much I love the design of this building, but you'll get a better look at it while we're out here. It's all very linear, square. There's lots of glass, lots of white and wood tones. It's really, really modern, but I feel like in another 10 or 15 years, it's still gonna look really nice.
The water is so nice, in case you're wondering. This is the perfect temperature. It's not too cold and it's not too warm, but check it out. So the pool's about, I'd say 5 feet deep. Maybe I'll put it on the screen what that is in meters. Then you have different landings over here. So you can actually sit on this, and right next to it, there's like, I guess it would be kind of like a kid's section. There's some stairs that go down to really shallow water, but you can also just sit in there and have a drink if you want.
Ah, this feels so good, and it's been a long time since we've gone swimming, had access to a pool every single day. Some of you might recall that when we were stuck in the Philippines, we were basically in the pool every single day, because what else were we supposed to do? We were stuck. We couldn't even leave our resort for like over a month.
Ah, this just feels good.
Yeah, we spent so much time in that pool watching the sunset and just floating around every day.
Yeah, big thanks to all you guys for following that adventure, because that was a doozy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just good. We got a lot of messages so far from the previous videos just saying that you love that we're back in a tropical place and that we're on the road again, and we're just as happy about it as you are. I mean, this just feels really good, and we got a lot coming up on the Dominican Republic.
So much stuff. And actually in the last, not the last video, 2 videos ago, we did our first Dominican video, and so many of you guys are already sending us suggestions, so we're gonna have loads of things to do.
Yeah, so keep sending those, because we're here for a long time, and we'll have time to actually go to some places.
Yeah.
All right. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it really is a super quick walk. We even stopped to like film a whole bunch of stuff on the way, and it still probably only took 10 minutes. So maybe it's less than a 10-minute walk.
I know,
it's really close.
This side of the beach is way different than the side we were at the resort. For instance, look, there's like tractors and there's just a lot more locals around.
Yeah, but just for a little bit of reference, I don't know if you'll be able to see this from here, but there's like a pirate ship, funny
I don't know if I can get
out there. But when we were walking on the beach the other day, you could see it way off in the other direction. So we're just like way down, you know, like the Malia's just like around that corner, and maybe a 20-minute walk.
Here's the question, are we going on the pirate ship?
No.
No, not our thing?
No. So this is interesting. In our first video, we did a walk up and down at the beach. That was, I guess, a couple videos ago. And we talked about the seaweed, because I know you guys are really curious about it. Dominican has had, and the Caribbean in general, has had a lot of issues with it. Up by the all-inclusive where we were, I'm sure they cleaned it up quite a bit. But it wasn't bad at all. But down here, let's take a look at that.
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it depends, but last week we were staying up around here and it wasn't this bad.
Yeah, and maybe they're just waiting for someone to come along and pick it up, and then
That could be it.
who knows, in an hour from now it could look completely different.
I'm way jumping. No, thanks, dude.
It's right there.
You getting used to these guys yet?
Yeah, I think I said this in another video, but at first it's like really, really annoying and kind of intimidating, and then after a couple days it's just like whatever.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
Well, we're on our way to find a drink, so we just came over to a beach bar called Souls, and we got a Venezuelan beer. They didn't have any Presidente, but they assured me this was really good. So hopefully you guys can see, you don't have to be on a resort to come to like a little beach club. There's loungers here, the sand is white, the ocean's right there. It's very nice. We also got a snack. Look at this. It's not Dominican. Actually, I don't think they have a lot of Dominican food here, but that's fine. These are chicken bites covered in like a white sauce. And we took one bite already, I'm not gonna lie, and it was delicious. Just give me 1 second, I'll try to describe this to you. This is insanely good. So you can see those little chicken bites covered in the white sauce. The sauce is almost like a mixture of garlic and bechamel and cream. And it works so well together because you got the chicken, it's really tender, and the skin pops, and then you got the creaminess. It's really good. With the beer, it's like a perfect appetizer. I'm digging it.
That chicken dish was honestly so delicious. We heard the food here was really good, but obviously that's really, really on point. And by the way, we are in the Dominican for quite a few months, so if you're wondering why we're not eating Dominican food, we'll do lots and lots of videos in the future, and there will definitely be Dominican food involved, maybe even more than one video. Also, I switched over to a drink, like a mixed drink. I went for a mango colada, which I've never had. I've had lots of pina coladas before, but oh my goodness, this is extremely delicious.
That looks incredible, and I went for a mojito. That looks good as well, huh?
This is so good. It's like a mango smoothie almost, but it's presumably has alcohol in it as well.
I'm digging this mojito, but the plan now is to finish this yummy guy up, and then we are still hungry, believe it or not. We have an idea where we're gonna go. It's been a while since we've had it, but we're gonna take you with us, of course. We have now come to a restaurant called Pastrata. It's a Mexican restaurant. You can see the flags, and this, well, to be honest, we were here the other night, and it's authentic. And you guys know, the longtime OG viewers know that we always seek out Mexican food while we travel. Only because in our part of Canada, you can't really get Mexican food. That's the East Coast. I mean, it's there, but it's never as good, so we're back on the road, and now we're excited to do it, and we got some yummy things that you're about to see.
So the other night we actually got a bunch of saucy things like enchiladas and I don't know how you say it, but flotas, and they all had like green sauce over them. Hey, we went a little less saucy. We went for the tacos. Ooh. Hopefully they're as good. We went for the corn tortilla, you have the option of flour, and with chicken. It comes with 4, and we wanted to do half and half, but they don't let you do that. So it's all chicken tonight. It comes with, I think, some cilantro. Let's just dress them up.
Looks like there's onions.
There are onions. There's some cheese on there.
Oh.
You already put the lime? I think you did the lime.
I did. No, I didn't. No,
didn't.
actually, I didn't. We need the lime.
All right, my taco is fully dressed, so it's time to eat this baby. Let me say, there are not double tortillas on this, so I have a feeling it's gonna fall apart, but that's okay.
There was a point, I remember wondering why they would do double tortillas in some places, well, especially in Mexico. It's to hold it together.
Okay, this taco totally holds up against the food we had the other night. It's delicious. First thing I noticed is that corn tortilla. I'm sorry, I'm corn tortilla all the way. Flour, nah, doesn't cut it. I just love that taste. Like, you get that corn taste to it. It's so delicious. The chicken itself is quite simple. It's got a little bit of sauce on there, but not too much seasoning, but I put some hot sauce on there. I think maybe they make their own hot sauce here, and there's 2 different types. One's extremely spicy, so I just put a little bit, and then one's kind of smoky, so I put a little bit more of that. The onions add a little bit of crunch. Always love cilantro. This is a perfectly balanced, delicious taco.
Okay, I'm ready to go here. I loaded mine up with some of the sauces that you're seeing right now, and they are very picante, very, very spicy. I had a little sample of it before. I'm about to try this, but I think I put too much, but let's go. Oh my. Oh wow. There comes the heat. Full of flavor and full of spice. Honestly, I cannot believe we're finding Mexican food like this, that is this good. This reminds me of being in Mexico. This is like the real deal stuff. But oh my, is this spicy? Woo! But it's very good. I think Anna said everything that I would possibly say about it. You can't beat a corn tortilla. The only thing I would do is double it up. But one thing we also have, if you come down here, got some rice and beans, guys. So this is pretty typical you'll find in Mexico, and you'll find all over the Caribbean. Mix that together. Can't beat it because it cuts down the spice right away the minute you put that in your mouth. Here's the thing though. I'm pretty sure in the Dominican, this is like a pretty much like a staple. It's a local dish. But one thing we don't know, we need more local dishes from the Dominican. We're gonna dive into that before any of you guys comment down below, or if you have already, delete the comment. We're gonna get into Dominican food. But we need to know more from you. If Dominicans are watching, what kind of Dominican food should we be trying? All right, I'm trying to fix the lighting on the camera here because our lighting is not so good in this bedroom.
I know, it also wasn't really good at the last place either. So sorry we look so orange. We're not naturally this orange, and sorry if the sound is bad in the last clip too. This part of being a vlogger is having to deal with bad lighting and bad sound.
We're back at our place that you saw earlier, but that's just how it goes. But you guys get the point. You know how this all goes. But it's time to end the video, but we just want to say thanks to all of you that are leaving comments and just watching so far. We're getting like a tremendous amount of feedback from all of you, and it helps us just push on because we're here in this country for an incredible amount of time, for a very long time.
We don't even know how long.
Yeah, we don't even know. We kind of have an open-ended ticket, and we're getting advice from locals and from people that just visited the Dominican Republic on where to go, and we're taking notes, trust me.
Yeah, and for all of you guys that have purposely tuned into this video in particular, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But we really hope that it's given you, sort of opened your eyes a little bit, that there is life outside of an all-inclusive resort, that there are other options, there's great options, it's safe, it's fun, it's, for us, preferred.
Yeah, I was just going to say, for us, it's preferred. It's not that we didn't like the resort, but a lot of you longtime viewers know that we're not resort people. But it's fun every now and then to do a resort. But we like to get kind of off the beaten path, and I wouldn't even say this is that much off the beaten path. We're staying in a very kind of cushy apartment, luxurious
in a very safe neighborhood.
Apartment in a very safe neighborhood. And you can do that too if you don't want to stay at a resort in Punta Cana. I remember we met someone that said, like, what do you do if you stay in a condo or an apartment in Punta Cana? Like, where do you eat? I'm like, they have restaurants here.
They have good restaurants here.
Really
way
good restaurants.
Way better than the resort we stayed at anyway.
Oh, 100%. So we'll be getting up to a lot more as we explore this country. We can't wait to see more. I think in the next video we're going to possibly go see a beach.
And we're going to go to a beach, a very famous beach.
We're not going to say what it is yet, but a lot of people say it's the best beach in the Dominican Republic.
People say that.
We'll find out. Then we know for sure we are going to Santo Domingo at some point, and we can't wait for that. And eventually making our way up north, where we're gonna kind of set up home base, where we're gonna live, and that's in Cabarete. And we can't wait to get there, just like 20 minutes or so from Puerto Plata.
So many exciting things ahead.
This feels good. I know we're a few videos into the series now, but guys, this feels good. We're back on the road.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Punta Cana, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.